41 million views on my YouTube video for kimchi spam breakfast tacos. I want to make it from scratch today, starting with these cute little napa cabbages that I found. They are basically Som sized. If you don't know what Som is, it is when you take a leaf of lettuce and use it as your wrapper for a filling of meat, like with Korean barbecue usually. So it might be cute to even use this as my wrapper for my spam and egg, like a little Som wrap, but it's kimchi. And I just couldn't pass these up. They're adorable. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this size of napa cabbage before. It's basically like the heart. Now the way this works is I put it on a scale, I get the weight. I got 1222 grams, 1222 times 0.02 for 2%. That equals about 25 grams. So I'm gonna do 25 grams of salt. That's also typical for most ferments, 2%, 3% by weight of your vegetables. But for kimchi, I'm just gonna do 2% salt. So I just need about 24 grams of salt. Now typically like a halmoni or a Korean grandma can just eyeball this shit, but for us normies, we'll just weigh it. This is a way that one of my old chefs showed me, who's from Korea, and it's how I've been doing it since I like it. I love this kimchi, you know, but everyone has their own favorite way of doing things. So if you do it a different way, let's hear it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. Let's just not judge others for doing things differently, okay? How you guys doing, by the way? What's going on over there? This is gonna be a fun project. I'll cover this up real well with some plastic. If you don't have plastic, shoot, what could you use if you don't have plastic? Maybe like a Ziploc baggie? I think that would work. I'm just doing this for added security. I want to have it really pressed down. So I fill the Ziploc baggie with water. And that's just sitting on top. So this is just going to get pretty much on top of my cabbage to make sure that, you know, it's just completely pressed down. Now we can write the date on it so I don't forget, because I forget things. And then I'm just gonna put this away somewhere that's cool and dark. And that's gonna go in there to do its thing, lacto fermentation. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think like the scientific term is lacto fermentation. Yeah, let's give it a night, we'll come back. I'm gonna add in some garlic. This is about 1/4 cup. Then about 1/4 cup of ginger. Then a sugar bee apple. I'm just gonna do like half of that. Grate that guy in there. Now, why am I doing this instead of putting it into a food processor? The reason being is I want to sort of like squeeze and release the juices and oils from these things rather than blend them, because it's not gonna like fully release it. That's why when you use a mortar and pestle, a molcajete like this, it just tastes better. There we go. Let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah. That smells good. It's starting to smell good. Okay. I love that funky smell that's starting to happen, but as you can see, look at this cabbage. It's like starting to soften up quite a bit. Now I'm gonna add in some gochujang. I'm doing about tablespoon and a half. You can usually substitute the chili flake with gochujang, but I really like both, so I'm just gonna do both. A cup of my chili flake. This is gonna make it pretty spicy, so you can do it kind of to taste if you'd like. but I like my stuff to be pretty spicy. Then 1 tablespoon of fish sauce. This is the brand that I'm using, and I'm actually very impressed with it. It's really nice stuff if you happen to want to try it out. Then about 1 tablespoon of the soy sauce. Maple syrup is going in next. I was thinking about cutting the roots off of these, but I just really like the way these look whole, and I'm wanting to keep them together, so I'm just gonna have to rub all of this in between the leaves and stuff. I might as well get a second glove on. You know, normally I just use gloves because I'm using the camera and it's a pain to have to, you know, deal with that. But I would say you should probably just use gloves for this because you're working with all this spice and it's not nice, especially if you wear contact lenses like me. It's gonna burn your eyes. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? God, that sucks. Okay. Transfer this over to a nice flat container so I could press them all down accordingly. You guys might think this is a lot, but it's really not if you think about it at the end of the day, because you're gonna have a lot of product left. I mean, if you're making kimchi, I would not say like make a little bit, make a good amount so it can last you. Makes it worth the effort, you know? You know, I totally spaced daikon and carrot. I managed to get a daikon and carrot that are the same size. It's kind of funny, but this is something you can't forget. Same thing, the mandolin, but with the teeth connection. Super useful. I almost forgot another important ingredient, the scallion. Just some scallion batons. There we go. Now it's got everything I want. Just gonna give it some squeezes, you know, give it some love, a little massage. Now we can go in. You know what I call these right here? I'll call these money makers. These are money makers because this is what saves all your money. See that? Get all of that stuff out. Look how much I'm saving there. Okay, this is it right here. Gets weighed down, something heavy, anything heavy. Make sure that it's flat against the plastic. No air should be in this. Now I'm just gonna put this somewhere dark for about 3 days. If it's summertime, it could go faster than in wintertime. It just depends on the ambient temperature. I'd say about 60-degree ambient temperature is what you're looking for. So just go based off of that and then taste it. Day 3. Usually I check this on the 3rd day, and what I'm looking for is just some funkiness, but not like too much funkiness where it's like a wet dog. You don't want that. Okay, let's see where we're at here. Oh, it smells good. I don't know how to explain a smell on camera, but it smells sour, I guess I could say. I think that's a way to describe it. All right, let's try it. Yeah, 3 days. You know what? The addition of maple syrup, I can't even tell. I told this to some people and they said it was fucking weird, but you can't even tell that there's maple syrup in this. I just liked it because it was a different alternative of the sweetener. Yeah, there it is. Kimchi, pretty fucking tasty. Next upcoming video is going to be including this kimchi, and it's gonna be video 50. So it's gonna be something special for it.